We need Spartan 110.
The Xbox Live Party Podcast. What is going on, everybody? Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am your boy Redders TV, and today we are back with another episode of Redders Reviews. Now, the game we're going to be reviewing today is called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. It is a sequel to the 2013 game Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep, and I'm a massive fan of the Borderlands franchise, so I kind of knew I was going to like this game going in. It was released on the 25th of March, it's developed by Gearbox Software, and it's published by 2K Games. So without further ado, get yourself comfy because we're about to get into this review. Tiny Tina is back. The popular breakout character of Borderlands 2 returns for another game of bunkers and badasses, a Dungeons & Dragons inspired role-playing game set within the Borderlands universe where you must complete quests, vanquish foes, and level up to overcome and defeat the dreaded Dragon Lord. You play as a character called Newbie, at least until you've made it through the character customization, and then you can call yourself whatever you wish. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands features an all-star cast of voice actors, both new and old, who do a great job at driving the narrative and keeping it light and entertaining, whilst also maintaining the same slapstick comedy that fans of the franchise have come to know and love. Joining the franchise as Valentine is Andy Samberg, who played Jake Peralta in the hugely popular TV series Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as well as Saturday Night Live and The Lonely Island. Legendary comedian Wanda Sykes joins the cast to voice Freet, a robot that used to work in accounting but now travels with Valentine as his navigator, and another huge name in Hollywood known for his comedic roles in film, TV and other voiceover work, Will Arnett joins the cast to voice none other than the Dragon Lord himself, with Ashley Birch returning to the franchise once again to voice the incredibly disturbing yet totally adorable Tiny Tina. It's worth mentioning that Ashley Birch has done a ton of voice acting work within the video game industry, with other notable mentions such as Aloy from PlayStation's Horizon franchise, as well as Cassie Cage in Mortal Kombat, and Viper from the popular first-person shooter game Valorant.
And mushrooms grow out of the rotting corpses. Now it's Mega Tank. Are you happy?
So if we can talk about first impressions, straight out of the gate you will notice Borderlands' distinct cel-shaded art style, which has been used in every Borderlands game since way back in 2009. And since Tiny Tina Wonderlands is a spin-off set within that universe, it's nice to see them not only continue to use this art style but also to improve on it. It's one of the things that drew me to the franchise originally, and Borderlands has always been a game that has done cel shading right, and I just wish that more games and more developers would use this art style, as I really do think it's something special when it's done correctly. The game is beautiful and vibrant, with each area you travel to having its own distinct characteristics and personalities, and this keeps the progression fresh and leaves you feeling like you are in fact in a fairy tale, and that's something that I really did enjoy about this game. It offers two graphics modes, performance or quality, and I've been playing in the performance setting since I prefer 60 FPS over 30 FPS, especially in a first person shooter. And from my own personal experience, I haven't noticed any significant frame drops, and the game has run nice and smooth, even in large combat sections with tons of enemies and special effects going off, so that's great. So something else that I really liked about this game is the new Overworld, where you take control of your character but in a third person setting, much like you would in a game of Dungeons & Dragons. And this section plays much like Pokemon, where running through tall grass can trigger an enemy spawn and thus a combat level, which feels a lot like an arena where you have to kill a load of enemies. And this area also has its own set of dungeons and side missions too, and it really does help to break up the traditional linear progression from one area to another as seen in other titles. Along the way, you will come across familiar faces from the Borderlands universe such as Butt Stallion and Claptrap and Brick and even Torque, and these guys will not only offer you quests but will also accompany you on some quests too. And as we talk about quests, it's important to note that I really did enjoy the quest design in this game. It's so easy for developers to be lazy in a game like this and just give you too many go there, kill this, and go here, collect that quests. But in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, it gives you plenty of quest variety to keep you busy, and it prevents quests from becoming too much of a chore. I really do think that the storytelling in this game is fantastic, and the comedy is as spot on as always. There's lots of really funny and entertaining pop culture references to listen out for, and these would often make me smile when I came across them. It's just an all-round great experience. And on that note, I will leave you now with some gameplay footage of me playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to find out how I scored this game on a scale of 1 to 10. Anyway, enjoy. So to conclude this review, if you are a massive fan of the Borderlands franchise like I am, then you should definitely pick this game up. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands feels very familiar, but it also feels new and refreshing too, and that's great. And if I had to give this game a score on a scale of 1 to 10, it's definitely getting a solid 8. I had a lot of fun with this game, you know, and I think that anyone that's a fan of the franchise would as well. Anyway, if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, then don't forget to hit subscribe or even hit up the comments section, you know. Tell me what you loved about this game or tell me what you'd like me to review in the future. Anyway, happy gaming, all the best, much love, and I will see you in the next video.